Thank you very much, Principal Deputy Speaker. And I want to start off tonight by looking at the facts. Since 2022, only 12% of applications for Irish language street signs in Belfast have secured majority support from residents. That means in nearly 9 out of 10 cases, minority wishes have trumped the view of the majority. That is not cultural expression. That is indeed imposition. It is undemocratic, oppressive and designed to subjugate one community in our capital city. In Belfast, the tyranny of the minority has been permitted. Take Shandon Park. Under 17% of respondents supported Irish signage, yet the signs went up anyway. Given the outrage over alleged damage to Irish language signs, I look forward to the wall-to-wall coverage when the next Welcome to Northern Ireland or London Dairy signs are defaced. Let me be clear, this is not about language per se. It's about imposing minority rule, territory marking and shifting community composition. That's not rhetoric, it's fact. The survey commissioned by the Analogical Research via Lucid Talk in March showed a clear chill factor amongst Unionist and Protestant residents. 71% of Unionists said Irish signage in their street would make them more likely to move away. 88% of Unionists would avoid a street with Irish signage. 75% of Unionists would be less likely to use leisure centres featuring Irish signage. If many in a community are being chilled out of civic space, what kind of shared society is that? The effect is indeed obvious. Unionist households leave or avoid certain areas, sympathisers then gravitate there. Over time, the balance shifts, not necessarily by force, but by exclusion. This is a form of non-violent ethnic engineering. The Council's new citywide Irish language policy makes this even worse. Alliance, a party that calls itself United Community, has championed that divisive policy at every stage. But let me make this clear, and I want to say this. While some here rightly condemn Belfast City Council, the DUP sit in an executive recruiting a language commissioner. A fanatic is the man touted to be the new Irish language commissioner. By all accounts, who thinks that the law doesn't go far enough and intends to impose an Irish cultural identity across Northern Ireland. If indeed you oppose what's happening in Belfast City Council, then use your powers in the executive to stop the next phase of this Republican project.
Timothy, could you please take your seat a minute? So, from my understanding is that the name of the Irish Language Commissioner hasn't been announced, even though there's a lot of speculation. And I think you need to be very careful, even though that speculation is out in the media. You're now disparaging someone's character. And I think you need to think carefully. And if you continue, I will ask you to take your seat. Thank you.
I'll take your guidance, Principal Deputy Speaker, on that and come back to finish the point I was making. Because presiding not just over the protocol, but also over an Irish language enforcer is not any record that the Unionists should want to defend. I didn't mention any names, Principal Deputy Speaker.
No, so the protocol has absolutely nothing to do with this motion. So I'll respectfully ask you. Yes, and if you don't come back to the motion, I'm going to move on.
They get an extra minute for that intervention there. And while the Irish News headlines screamed 9 out of 10 residents, Belfast residents, support dual language signage, That's a statistical sleight of hand. In the early phase, applications came from overwhelming nationalist areas where unionists raised no objection. Now applications are targeting mixed or majority unionist streets, and there residents are rejecting Irish signage, sometimes by 3 to 1, yet the signs go up anyway. But there is an alternative. There is a remedy to this, and I'm glad the Communities Minister has come in, because under Section 111 of the Local Government Act 2014, the Minister for Communities has the power to issue guidance to councils. Surely the time has come,
Timothy,
Minister,
your
to exercise that power and bring Belfast City Council back into